hips onto your heels. Have your big toes to touch and your knees as wide as the mat. Bring your arms forward. Spread your fingers wide. And slowly sink your hips down into your heels. Gently place your forehead on the mat. Make sure the armpits are facing down. Biceps are rotated forward and breathe here. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Just shift forward to a tabletop. Stacking shoulders over wrists here. Hips should be stacked over your knees. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, bring that belly button into the ribs. Get used to pulling that belly button into the ribs because when you're upside down, that's what holding that core will create strength and hold your body straight like a board, right? All the way through, okay? So get used to drawing that belly button in. When you're upside down, you're going to start focusing on breathing, okay? Inhale and exhale. Press your toes into the ground and let's just hover the knees. Keep a flat back here, gaze forward, inhale. And exhale, downward dog. Lift your hips high into the sky. You can fix your stance, the distance between your hand and your knees. And make sure you utilize the length of the mat here, okay? Try not to be too close and not too far where you're in a plank. You want to find that stance in between. And if you want to find the correct form, you just go into a high plank right here. Make sure your shoulders pass the wrist. And then pull yourself back into a downward dog. Your feet and your hands should be at the correct distance here. Inhale and exhale. Let's pedal your feet, bending one knee at a time. Let's warm up the hips. Loosen up that spine. Hold and breathe. Option to swivel your, let your spine move from side to side. Let your hips swivel. Whatever feels good to you right now. We are in Thursday now. Yes, I totally forgot what day it is. We're always trying to figure out what day it is. All the days are meshing into each other. Inhale and exhale, gaze forward. Get ready to hop it forward. Option to walk. Okay, so if you're gonna hop, sink and lift. Land softly. Gaze forward. Inhale. Halfway lift. Option to place your hands on your knees or shin. Gaze forward and drop into a forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly rise. Press deeply into the ground. I'm grabbing onto my TV here. Inhale. Palms together. Hands to prayer. And bringing your hands down to your heart center. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Root deeply into the ground here. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands on your shin or your knees. Gaze forward. Exhale, plant your hands. Let's shoot it back. Press it deep into the ground. Make sure your palms are flat, okay? I see people often have they're on their fingertips or they're still like halfway here. Keep everything down. Remember, this is our base. Gaze forward and push into the ground. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Press the hips down, chest up. And exhale, roll over your toes, downward dog. And breathe here. Inhale. And exhale, let's go. Bring your right leg high. We're going to bend the knees and stack the hips. We're getting ready to flip your dog, okay? And you guys done this before. We're going to roll over to the edge of the standing foot. Drop your feet behind you and reach. Bring the hips high. Inhale. And exhale. Hands back to plank. Lift that right leg to a three-legged dog and step it forward. Exhale. Step between your hands. Rise to crescent. Bring your body up. Inhale. And exhale. Open up to warrior two. Drop that back knee a foot. 45 degrees and open up your palms. Sending the energy from the center of your body all the way out to the opposite side of the room. Palms facing down. Gaze forward. Breathe here. Roll the shoulders away. Side angle pose. TikTok your hands. 6 and 12. Place the right hand on the inside of the right knee. Press it equally into each other. Gaze up. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Flip the palm and find a bind behind you. Keep that left shoulders high. Stay deep in your lunge and breathe. We're going to release the right hand forward like you're holding a tray. We're going to shift that weight forward slowly. And if you got a block, go ahead and grab the block and place it on the ground sideways here. Open up here. Keep your body open. Otherwise, you can even reach the floor. Up to you. Might find a balance here. Inhale and exhale. Drop that back foot and reverse your warrior. Keep that bind. Inhale. Exhale. Windmill your hands down. Release the binded hand. Shoot the leg back. And let's go to high to low plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. Other side. Inhale your left leg high. Bend the knees and stack the hips. Try to kick your own butt with that feet right here. Okay? We're going to flip our dog. Drop that foot on the ground. Find the ground behind you. And hips high and reach towards the front. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that left hand back. Square out your body. Pivot over that toe. And lift to a three-legged dog. Gaze forward and step between your hands. Inhale. Rise to crescent. Bring your body up. Inhale. Get low and deep in that lunge, guys. Breathe. Open up to warrior two. Drop that right foot 45 degrees. Palms facing down. Send the energy out here. Breathe in now. Exhale, side angle pose. TikTok your hands, 6 and 12. Gaze up and look at your thumb. Flip that palm. Reach and find a bind behind you. Open up that right shoulder. Gaze up. Inhale. Exhale, look down. And we're going to reach the left hand out this time. Like you're serving something here. Shift that weight. And slowly lift. Half moon. Place your hand on the block or on the floor. Keep the right shoulders back. Hold and breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Drop that back foot back into that lunge. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Windmill that hand down. Release. High to low plank. Push your body forward and take your time as you go through your vinyasa flow. Open up your heart. Exhale. Downward facing dog. And breathe. We're going to do that one more time, okay? Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, open it up, stack the hips. Flip your dog. A little faster now. Breathe, inhale. Exhale. Three-legged dog. Shift it through. Step between your hands. Rise to crescent. Inhale, get deep into that lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Side angle pose, inhale. Flip that palm, find a bind, reach, inhale. And exhale, reach your arms forward. The right arm and shift that weight. Find a balance and lift. Find your balance here. Hold and breathe. Inhale. And exhale, slowly drop that leg. Reverse your warrior. Release that bind. High to low plank. Windmill your hands down. Shoot back that leg. High to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And one more time on the left side. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, drop that leg behind you, three-legged dog, and reach towards the front. Open up your heart, lift the hip. Inhale, and exhale, back to plank. Kick that left leg to the back for three-legged dog, and step between your hands, and rise to crescent. Inhale. Exhale, drop that back foot 45 degrees. Warrior two. Side angle pose. TikTok your hands 6 and 12 as you gaze up. Look at your right thumb. Flip that palm. Find a bind behind you. And breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. Reach that left arm forward. And shift that weight. Find a micro bend in that standing leg. Keep your body open up to the right side. And place that left hand down. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Drop that back foot. Go right into reverse warrior. Inhale. And exhale. Release that bind. High to low plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Gaze forward. And go into a high plank here. Okay, we're gonna hold here. We're gonna go and pull and work on our core right now to build up that core so we can get upside down. Okay, inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, pull and tuck. Inhale, and exhale, push it back. And exhale, tuck for 2. Inhale, exhale, bring you to the center of your body. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, stay in that plank. Exhale, 5. Inhale, exhale, 6. Tuck it in. Inhale, exhale, 7. Inhale, exhale, 8. Inhale, shoot it back and pull. One more. Hold and release through high plank. Hold it here. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, left leg high. Ready, guys? And let's go. Inhale and pull. 1. Inhale. Drive it forward. Pull it into the chest. Tuck it in as high as you can. It's 4. And 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last 1. And release. Tabletop. Go ahead and shake out that hand. Breathe it out, guys. Woo, shake it out. All right. Got another core move here. All right. I'm going to turn this way so you can see where my knees is going, okay? So it'll be back to downward facing dog. All right. And when you lift the right leg high, when you bring it forward, I want you to bring it to the right elbow. I'm going to drop it down towards the wrist, shift it over to the opposite side and lift and back, okay? It's making a square, okay? See that move? So I'm going to go back onto my mat. Okay, I'm going to hit 9 more. Ready? Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, drive it forward, connect it as high as you can on that elbow and bring it down. Switch it over, up and back. That's 2. Cross it over. 3, up, down, across, back, up and over. 4, down, cross. It's like a square. You're drawing a square with your knee. Up, down to the wrist, across, up and over. Breathe it out. Got 4 more here. Up, down, across, back up and over. Let's go. Connect, down, cross, up and over. 2 more. And back, we got 1 more. And done with the right side. Breathe here in your downward dog. Get ready? Left side. Let's go. Left leg high. Bring the left knee toward the top of the left arm. Bring it down, cross it over, and up. Shoot it back. 2. Inhale. 3. 4. Reach it back. 5. Just making squares or rectangle. Taking it through. Touching all 4 points here. 4 more. Got 3. 2. And last one. Cross over and back and hold and release. Bend your knees. Take a child's pose if you need it. Otherwise, shake it off. Okay? All right. So, hope you guys are warmed up. Shoulders are warm, yeah? All right, so I'm going to break down going into the headstand, okay? So, with a supported headstand, most of the weight although your head is on the floor, most of the weight will be on your fists and your elbows, okay? Thank you, hon. So, I was winded. I'm like winded out. Okay, so first thing you need to do when you interlace your hand for that support, the hands will be interlaced. The last pinky right here, that's this one hanging out, chilling, tuck it under so it looks like this, okay? Shouldn't have that straggler under here. The reason why is when you're on top of on all the pressure coming down, it's gonna push into that. I mean, it's not gonna be painful, but it's like just, you'll focus on that sensation more and you won't focus on the other part of your body. So just tuck that one pinky under. Another thing to remember is that when you place your top of your head down, it should be top, not the crown, not the base of your hairline, okay? It should be the very top where your hat sits. So let's start over here. I'm gonna demonstrate going upside down first, and then we'll break it down for you, okay? So first, it will be in a tabletop position where your hands are usually, which is about your shoulders width apart. That's where your elbows are gonna be. So you're gonna do this, and then place your arms down, straight extension from your shoulders. So try not to be back here. You want to be right over it. Interlace the hand, and remember that little pinky, tuck it under. Just align the pinky together. Open up the hands and place the top of your head onto the mat. The back of your head should be cradled with your hands. Walk it up. So the first thing on going up is you want to be able to try and tuck first. So what you want to do, and if you haven't got flexibility in your hamstrings, which is kind of important in order to walk up this high, some people might be out here. So that's one thing that you want to work on, is to stretch out your hamstrings and let it be warm enough so you can walk it up. The goal is to bring your hips over and stack it over your shoulders, okay? So get it as high as you can so the hips can be over the shoulders. Another thing you have to be mindful of is your shoulders scrunching in like this when the pressure comes on. Like if I'm out here and I'm walking in, you see my shoulders start scrunching in. And this is very common. You want to be mindful, push it into the ground, push your elbows into the ground so you create space between your neck, okay? Try not to scrunch it in. So this is very strong. Always check your shoulders and push your elbows into the ground. Let me get this necklace out of my mouth. All right. Interlace your hands. All right. Interlace the hands, elbows down. Another thing I often tell my students is when you put your elbows down, press it deeply into the ground and then slide it out to lock the skin in place. When we are upside down, we place it down and we don't lock it, our arms tend to slide out and we end up like getting all the pressure down. So all that body weight will push down. So try to, when you place your elbows down, slide it out, lock that skin in place, okay? Let's go. Top of the head. Walk it in. Once you find that stack, push your shoulders into the ground, the elbows, and lift and hold and tuck. Hold it here. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Using your core, you're going to kind of pull that pelvic bone back as you squeeze the leg together. Engage that core. Hold and breathe. For 1, 2, and 3. To come down, stick that butt back as you bend your knees. Okay, stick that butt back as you bend your knees down and bring it slowly and drop. And always go into a child's pose to take a moment before you rise. All right? All right, so let's go ahead and try it together. That's one way of getting up, lifting both knees and going into a ball. Another way of doing it, and if you want, you can always use it, have a wall. To measure that, you can always have like a block, or usually I measure like from the wall. I always put my forearm down and then get away from the wall about a forearm away, okay? That way you have room for your body to move and you're not up against that wall and you're trying to pound yourself. Now, if you want to go up into a wall, I suggest that you do either the tuck way or one leg, a split stance, a straddle, okay? So here's a straddle way of going up. Interlace the hand, place the elbows down, shoulders distance apart. Interlace the hands, tuck that pinky, drop the top of your head down, and we'll walk it up. Now this time, I'm going to bring one leg up, just like we do with the three-legged dog. Okay, just one leg. Now get as high as you can. Okay, once you get that height, get that shoulder, the legs to go to get your hips to stack, get as high as you can. Keep reaching forward. The other toe will slowly lift and bring it up. Let it hover. Try not to rush to close in your legs too fast here. Just let it hover. Hold and breathe. And then slowly engage that core. Squeeze your inner thighs as you bring it together and breathe. You'll notice that a lot of the weight will be in the elbows and the hands. When you start feeling the shift of the ground under you, you're just going to move your push into the fist or into the elbows and slowly release. Child's pose and breathe. All right. So I have one more way to show you how to get upside down, right? And that's the straddle way. Wide stance. All right. So this is when we're in a wide stance and then we turn to one side. Our arms are in T. We go into a wide forward fold. This is an option, and I always offer this option for my students when we go into a flow, right? You go into a full flow, stay here. How to connect that together is drop your head and forward. Fold over here. Your head is already down by that time, right? So head is down. You can interlace your hand here in the forward fold. Shift that weight. See, now that you notice, both of my toes are pushing into the ground and heels are lifted. As I bring it up, tuck in that, engage that core. Legs are still straddled, and slowly bring it up. So 3 breaths here, inhale and exhale. Squeeze and slowly open it up. Find control and place it back down. All right, so that's how you get into a Sirasana 1. So that's level 1. I think on Sunday or Saturday. Saturday we will tap into the tripod headstand, which would be the tripod. Okay, but message me and let me know if you have any questions on how to get up and down, what you're engaging in. You just leave me in comments like, oh, I'm feeling this and not feeling that. How do I get, certain, how do I get my hips to stack or whatever? There's some drills that you can do to get that, right? So I would suggest to warm up the body first before you attempt any inversions, okay? Just stretch out, get into the lunges, breathe into it, all right? So let's go ahead and we'll finish up our flow with some hip openers, okay? So let's meet me in a pigeon pose, okay? So the hands down, the right knee is behind the right wrist. Parallel your shin, short edge of the mat, and walk that back leg out. Make sure you're on top of your knees and not the side of your body, okay? So square out your hips. Very important. Turn this way, square out your hips, bring this leg forward, and breathe here, okay? This hip opener. Let's square it out this way. Sit tall, inhale, and exhale, drop your chest over that shin here. Reach your body forward. Then option 2, fold your arms and use your forearm as a pillow. Lay over this and breathe. Slowly rise. And we'll switch side. Push the floor away. Go to a tabletop and let's switch side. So parallel the short edge with this. Okay. Sit on top of that knee. Try not to lay on the side here. And remember, if you do Feel tightness behind. Stick a block or something right under so you're not floating in the air. After, a couple weeks or depending on, again, how often you practice, your body will start to stretch out and you'll be able to sink a little lower in your pigeon pose here. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Breathe all the way through. Breathe here. Relax into it. And slowly go up. Okay, so we're going to go into a double pigeon. Okay, so stacking one leg parallel, just like we were doing a while ago, but the other leg, instead of shooting it to the back, I'm going to stack it right on top. All right, so double stacked pigeon here. Turn sideways so you can see. Flex the ankles, and then we're going to drop chest right over the legs. So let's sit tall, chest forward, and then we're going to place the elbows right in front of the legs here. Hook it in. Once you find that hook, place your palms down, chest forward, flat back, inhale, and exhale. You should feel a deep sensation in your hips here. And then we'll switch side. The left one down this time. Stack the right on top. Okay. Sit tall. Inhale. And exhale, drop the chest. Place your elbows right in front. Hook it in. Once you find that hook, chest forward. Inhale. And exhale. Relax into it. Try not to resist. Breathe into this. Okay? Inhale through the nose. And exhale. Okay, we're gonna bring this leg all the way over. We're gonna try to align your knees together to cow face pose. So squeeze it in and then bring the legs forward, flex the ankles here. Okay, try to align it. It's called cow face. Grab the bull by the horns right here. Take a deep inhale. And this is just a small movement here. Just lean forward into that. Nothing too crazy. Breathe. It's getting a deeper stretch here into the hips. And we'll go ahead and switch side. Align the knees. Sit tall. Inhale.